Yo, what's going on, homies? It's your boy Stumped back for another OPTC video, and in today's video, it's level 100 plus Pirate King's Adventures against Blackbeard. And in today's video, we're using a no new batch team, and we're not even using a friend captain of the Femboy, Law, and Beppo or Kid Killer batch. We're using this team you guys see on screen, and honestly, it's pretty free to play friendly in terms of what you guys see as subs. We're using the Coliseum Law. We're using the 2 5+ in last month's PK, Rob, Lucci, Stussy, and Kaku, as well as the Kobe 5+ as well. We have Robin and Jinbei on this team, obviously another Super Sugo Fest exclusive. And then we have the Super Sugo Fest exclusive Uta as our captain. As for the friend captain, we're using a level limit break 5 Bonnie, the latest 6+. If you guys don't have Uta, but you have level limit break 5 Bonnie, you can just swap the captains. And if you have Uta and you don't have level limit break 5 Bonnie, you can just bring a friend captain like that. So that was the team. Those are the supports. Let's dive on in. Now, none of the supports are replaceable, unfortunately. You can kind of move them around depending on what you have. Because, like, obviously, Shiryu can be used on the CP0 unit as well. Corazon on Law is pretty much essential because you need a bit of bind and paralysis removal. Well, bind removal with this particular team. And then we have the little Sunny-kun, Beppo, and Bluno unit for some damage reduction on Kobe. This particular content, honestly, it's not too challenging with the Cerebral-based team, but it does have a lot of finicky gimmicks. And they start over here on level 3 against Doc Q. Now, Doc Q gives you 5 turns of attack down, or 4 turns, or he puts up 4 turns of threshold. It can be one of the two. He gives you a progressive poison, so you need to get around that. And then you get 10 turns of all type orbs being unfavorable. So lucky for us, we can use the Usopp support on Robin Jinbei. He's going to give us a full body recovery orbs, and because we're using Bonnie, we can keep the recovery orbs when we hit with type advantage. So that's always really, really nice. Plus, we're going to use the CP0 unit to get around the threshold if we get inflicted with it, and they can extend the chain boundary as their super type because we're running a full Cerebral team. And then we have Law. Law can remove the attack down, and he gives us an attack boost. Now, as you guys see there, I actually just quick tap, so that way I can build up a bunch of recovery orbs. You're going to get back 3 recovery orbs no matter what because of, like I said, Bonnie's captain ability. But realistically, you just need to try and eat as many recovery orbs as you can, so that way you get the buffed version of level limit break 5 Bonnie. On stage 4 against Jesus Burgess, he makes all type orbs at a 90% attack down, but look, they're unfavorable anyway. You get binded on your middle row for 4 turns, I believe, or 6 turns before the Corazon support. And then you get an attack down if you're below a 3.75 chain boundary. So this is where the extension of CP0 comes in play. You can then use Kobe to remove the bind, give yourself an attack buff as well. And then you want to use the super class of Uta. Use the Uta special as well, obviously, for an attack and orb boost. But you really want to use Uta super class here, so that way you can give yourself a little bit more HP. Now, I'm using a support that has a little bit of damage reduction on there as well. The baby Bluno, Beppo, and Sunny-kun unit is actually going to help out with damage reduction here. So that way you can tank the big death shot from Jesus Burgess. On the final stage against Blackbeard, this is where things get a little bit annoying. But utilizing Bonnie actually helps out a lot. There's 6 turns of damage reduction, 6 turns of threshold. You get, there's 3 turns, I think. 3 turns of all type orbs being at a 90% attack down again. And intimidation on base stats, chain boundaries, chain boost, chain multipliers. And yeah, basically anything to do with chain is a 1-turn intimidation. Plus, if you rotate your orbs, use an attack boost, or use an orb boost, you are going to trigger an interrupt, which has blow away, super block orbs, all these nasty effects. So, this is where we're going to use Bonnie's super type to give us a full body recovery orbs. Remember, all type orbs are going to do no damage. They're also going to be at a much lower multiplier, so you don't really want type orbs here. Bonnie's super type, though, is going to give us recovery orbs. But remember, you can't rotate orbs here, so you need to use it as a super type or a support, like, I don't even know, like Hachan, I guess, is probably the only one I think off the top of my head. But with the Robin and Jinbei unit, you can get around basically all those other nasty effects. There's special reverse and paralysis along the way, but Uta takes care of that. And there's also special bind here too, so you want to make sure that your Robin and Jinbei have max special bind as a limit break ability. So make sure you guys have that so you don't have to worry about it. After you kill Blackbeard, though, he does come back with a 50% HP threshold. He then also gives you more ship bind, which you can just get around, so it's not that detrimental. But because we use Uta on turn 4, we get the attack and orb boost, and it should be able to kill for a little while. I don't know if it's going to, like, carry us through to level 150, but we have 2 guaranteed drops here, 75% with Kobe, and team works fairly nicely, at least for the start of level 100+. But that's going to wrap up the video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this one. If you did, Make sure to go down there, belt the like button for me, hit the subscribe button, do all that good stuff. Most importantly, wherever you guys are in this beautiful world, please remember to enjoy the rest of your day. As always, homies, thank you all for watching, and I will catch you all in the next one. Later!